Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm back today for a new video on Forza Horizon 5, a video in which we're going to talk a little bit about money and XP, because in this video I'm going to give you all the little tips I know, which already allow you to earn money and experience more quickly in the game, so you can buy all the houses you're interested in, all the cars you're interested in, and also the upgrades, because God knows that on Forza Horizon 5, the upgrades are sometimes much more expensive than on Forza Horizon 4, with some swaps costing up to more than 200,000 credits. In this video, I'll share several tips that range in popularity and profitability. These will only be legitimate and legal tips, that is, tips that you can use in the game without risking any ban. We will never talk about glitches, and more generally on my channel, I will never talk about glitches when it comes to farming money and XP. If new efficient money-making methods arise in Forza Horizon 5, I will create more videos like this. Don't hesitate to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Subscribe to my channel for guides, tips, and videos about Forza Horizon 5 to get notified as soon as they're posted. The first thing I wanted to talk about in this video, the Forza Hub. It's an application that will allow you to earn money every week on Forza Horizon 5, without doing anything more than playing the game. It's an app you can install on PC and smartphone. I believe now also on Xbox. You will log in with your Xbox account, and actually, depending on the number of Forza that you have on your account and which you have played, and depending on how much you have played, you will receive every week a sum that can be a few tens of thousands of credits, and that can be, let's say, much more substantial, with sometimes hundreds of thousands of credits at once. And that will allow you to collect money without doing anything. You will just have to click on the reward button, and the next time you log into the game, you will have your money credited on Forza Horizon 5. Second possibility, we're going to talk about making money by racing. Not just any race, but one of the most profitable races in the game. Let's discuss the Goliath, one of the longest and most rewarding races in the game. Unlike Forza Horizon 4, you don't need to farm that much to unlock this event. To unlock the Goliath with a festival progression token, go to the designated location. The Goliath track is longer in Forza Horizon 5 compared to Forza Horizon 4. It takes about 10 minutes with a good car and classics to do a lap of Goliath. But it is also more rewarding. A lap of Goliath on Forza Horizon 4 takes about 8 minutes with a good car and an average driver. And we earned about 80,000 credits per lap. On this one, we earn 100,000 credits per lap. More obviously if you play the game with increased difficulty. That is with the Drivatar in a slightly increased difficulty, or without driving aids, without ABS, or without the rewind. Personally, with my difficulty level of over 80%, a lap earns me about 180,000, plus obviously the XP, which will unlock wheel spin and super wheel spin behind me, which will also give me other rewards, new cars, and even more XP, and it's really not that complicated either. The Goliath is indeed one of the most profitable circuits in the game. There is currently no route creator race that allows you to earn more money per minute than this one. So maybe by the time this video is uploaded and published, that will have changed. But currently, most of the route creator races promising you quick money and XP via the titles of these races, in the end are just classic races that give you the classic amount of XP and cash, and don't really have any interest next to the Godot, which will also train you to become a better driver, because it's a quite complicated race, and also a quite enjoyable one to do since it goes through simply the entire map of Forza Horizon 5. So there you have it. I earn about 180,000 in 10 minutes plus XP rewards, so it can be quite profitable indeed if in addition you have good rewards at the wheel spin, and super wheel spin if you have a bit of luck. A little additional tip regarding the Goliath and the trial farm in general: think when you have the opportunity to take a Forza Edition car, allowing to obtain an interesting bonus, such as for example the Sesto Elemento that you see here, which has as a bonus an XP boost, which will allow you at the end of the trial to gain more levels. So more wheel spin or super wheel spin. There are also cars that offer XP boost of Prowess, so if you do more Prowess, you will earn more XP. It can also be quite profitable. There may also be, then I don't know, I haven't found any yet, but on old Forza, there were Forza Edition cars that allow you to get a credit bonus, a money bonus, at the end of each trial. Also profitable if you farm money. We will then talk a little bit about Prowess, since yes, Prowess on Forza Horizon 5 can allow you to unlock money, in several ways actually. In the game, Performing stylish actions like drifting, driving fast, or jumping earns you a prowess score that fills up a prowess gauge. When the gauge is full, you earn a prowess point. The prowess points can then be used on all your cars in the car section, Car Mastery, and they can allow you to directly unlock credits. So here, for example, on this car, by spending 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 3, I can get 75,000 credits. It can also allow you to get wheel spins and super wheel spins. The cost in prowess points to get wheel spins and super wheel spins varies depending on the car. To get a super wheel spin, you must spend 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5, which is becoming quite lengthy. But there are other car models in the game which are even cheaper than this one that will allow you to get super wheel spins with 5 prowess points used, like for example the Toyota Supra GR 2020. The Toyota Supra GR 2020, which costs $55,000 at the dealership. In the Car Mastery points, you can see that a total of 5 points, 1 plus 1 plus 3, will allow you to have a super wheel spin. In a super wheel spin, you have the possibility of holding 3 lots, and normally it's profitable in the sense that among these 3 lots, there's a high chance that your 55,000 credits will be largely reimbursed. If, for example, you land on 50,000 plus a car that you can resell afterwards plus clothes, you have already very largely recouped your purchase. If you're a bit luckier than that, you might land on a 300,000 or a 500,000 or a car that resells for several million. You would have really recouped 20 or 40 times your car. So indeed, one of the tricks is to buy a lot of Toyota Supra GRs, earn a lot of skill points, and buy a lot of super wheel spins. It's something in the long term that is very profitable and will allow you to make millions. So it's quite repetitive, it's not necessarily super fun, but it's really a method that allows you to have a lot of cash in the game. Know that to get skill points faster, you can use Forza Edition cars that will allow you to get certain skills more or less quickly. For example, the Dodge you see here increases your drift skills. It's one of the easiest skill categories to farm. So with a car like this, you can farm skill points faster and therefore also spend them faster on your Car Mastery. Another technique that I wanted to present in this video is a technique that I massively used on Forza Horizon 4, and that allowed me to have a lot of money. This technique requires more time but is significantly more profitable, with potential gains of several million in a single attempt. It's going to be about farming the auction house to buy the right cars at the right time and sell them later at a higher price to make a profit. One of the good ways to do this and to know which model to buy and when to sell it is to look at the festival selection, the system that is taken from Forza Horizon 4, which therefore returns on Forza Horizon 5, and which means that every week we have new cars to unlock. It's quite easy to do every time a new update comes out on the game, when a new festival selection is launched. So basically once a month. You launch your festival selection and you go through all the models that are marked as exclusive. These exclusive models, it means that they can only be unlocked via festival selection rewards. For example, here you see the ID 01 or the 1984 Honda Civic. What you need to do next is note this little list in a corner of your head or on a little notepad and see if you already have it in your garage. These same cars, which are festival selection cars, are sometimes exclusively rewarded to the selection. Festival selection. They return repeatedly as a reward for festival selection. Sometimes there are 2, 3, or 4 months apart, but they all end up coming back, or 2, 3, or even more times as a reward for festival selection of Forza Horizon 5, and what you need to do, in fact, simply, at that time, is to put up for sale. In the auction room, the copy of the car that you already have in your garage, put it at the maximum price, since there are always people who do not know and who do not look in advance which model will return in festival selection, and who are looking for these rare cars that you already have in your garage. By doing this, it allows you to make a large sum of money, and it allows you later to recover anyway this same model via the festival selection by redoing the challenge in question. To give you a small example, I unlocked the DeLorean DMC-12. It's an exclusive reward car for the auction house, a car that I was able to unlock because I had early access to the game. It will return in a few weeks in the festival section for players who didn't have early access. So what I'm going to do is put it up for auction at the maximum price and pocket the money. And in a few weeks, I'll unlock it again and it will return to my collection. If you're already rich on Forza Horizon 5 and you want to be even richer, there's another method through the auction house that's a bit riskier, but can also be very profitable and especially a bit faster. It's going to be about buying all the copies of a single, highly sought after and very rare car in the auction house and reselling them later. Behind, more expensive. For example, imagine such and such model, you send 5 to the auction house that are at 4 million. You buy the 5, and just behind, you put them back on sale, all 5 at 8 millions. That will make you 5 times 4 million profits, minus a little bit the tax that is levied by the game on the auction house. It's quite quick to do. The only small difficulty is that it will only work on certain models, since there will only be certain models on the game that will be really rare and therefore will be published at that time on the auction house. And so, there will be quite a few models on which you will be able to do this kind of small traffic, allowing you to make profits behind. Obviously, do not embark on this kind of operation on cars that are present in tens or hundreds of copies in the auction house because you would ruin yourself and more behind. You're not even really sure you can resell them at a good price. Since these cars, if they are present in tens or cents of copies in the sales room, it's because they are not so rare. That last little thing I wanted to advise you on. Forza Horizon 5, a little trick that will make you win small sums at the beginning and which in the long term can make you win a lot of money completely passively. That is to say, while you are doing something else on the game or something else on your PC, it's going to be simply to share all your booklets. Once you create a minimally stylish paint job or an interesting setting, even if it's slight, share it on the servers of Forza Horizon. Every time it will be downloaded, you will have a small sum that will be credited to your account. If this small sum is multiplied by 1,000, that is to say, for example, 1,000 downloads of your booklet or your painting, it already becomes much larger amounts. If you do it with 10, 15 cars and get hundreds or thousands of downloads per car, it can quickly generate substantial revenue. Know that in addition to this, it raises your level as a painter and tuner. And once you have a slightly higher level as a painter or tuner, you will have the ability to sell your cars for more in the auction room, and therefore have a kind of double profitability with this little method, this little extra tip. So, as I told you, really no miracle method, only little things to know, with the experience of all the Forzas, the experience of Forza Horizon 5, that will allow you to earn more money properly. Glitches exist in the game already. Some have discovered methods to earn millions rapidly with minimal effort. Don't forget one thing, on Forza Horizon 4, there was a glitch like this, and there were a lot of people who did this glitch, who were permanently banned from the game, meaning they had to start the whole game over on another save to have access to multiplayer and new cars to unlock. Remember, when you exploit a glitch, you'll get money fast. But the problem behind it is that you still have a high risk of getting banned. Knowing that Playground Games takes this very seriously since Forza Horizon 4 and bans very easily permanently. So there you have it. That was a little tour of the little things you can do in the game to quickly earn money, at least faster than playing, let's say, a little bit normally in Forza Horizon 5. It should allow you to make enough money quickly enough to snatch up all the most expensive cars and all your houses, of course. If you enjoyed this Forza Horizon video, please share it with your friends, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch to catch my live streams. The link is in the description and comments. Follow to get notified about live streams. If you have Amazon Prime, feel free to use your Twitch Prime on my channel to enjoy many bonuses you'll find on social media. Of course, you can support my channel for free by using my instant gaming link to buy your games and subscription cards. For example, Far Cry 5, Game Pass. For those who want to support me long-term, you can become a channel supporter by clicking the join button in this video. There are various bonuses depending on the support rank you select. Don't hesitate to take a quick look. I wish you good farming, good game, and then we'll see you very soon for a new, more traditional gameplay video on Forbidden Regress. Good game to all buys.